You know, every baseball player's dream is to someday make it to the big leagues.
And for one member of the Erie Seawolves, that dream has been aided by family members who've seen the MLB fields firsthand. Erie Sports Now's Isaac Pedcash joining us live from UPMC Ballpark with the story of the Seawolves infielder. Good evening, Isaac.
Yeah, good evening, Mike and Eva. For any minor league player, whether you're expected to make it to the big leagues or not, there's pressure, right? You have to make your way up through the minors and then just hope for that opportunity. But for Cruz, Seawolves infielder, the pressure comes from his last name because his family is no stranger to the big league diamond. It takes most of us years, if not decades, to choose our career path. But not Cruz.
That's all I've known. I've wanted to be on a field. I wanted to make this my life, my job, and I just love the game. So I think I knew from a really young age.
The Seawolves infielder has baseball in his blood, a third-generation Cruz. His dad, Jose Jr., and grandfather, Jose Sr., both spending time in the major leagues. Jose Jr.'s first game, ironically, was against the Tigers.
That was my first, basically, 12 years of my life. And it was an awesome experience, meeting a lot of cool players, getting to learn from them, getting to watch him play, do his thing, and support him was a big honor for me.
Now at the AA level, Cruz is seeking to become the first third-generation player to ever play in Detroit. But with expectations comes pressure, something Trey has learned to limit since his draft day.
You don't want to put pressure on yourself. I think that's how a lot of kids can struggle, is by putting pressure. And I've fallen in that habit in the past before sometimes, but I think learning that your dad and your grandfather, they're proud of you no matter what. Whether you make the big leagues or not, like, they love you just the same. There isn't like you have to do this, you have to do that. Like, I get to do this. I get to play baseball. I get to be a part of the Tigers organization.
Trey, we know the family history. We know how talented your family is on the diamond. But what can Trey Cruz bring to the table as he makes his way to Detroit here in the coming years?
I see the game in a different light because I've grown up around it, so I have a lot of ways that I can even just help my teammates see little things, whether a pitcher's tipping a pitch or throwing a certain pitch in a certain count. Like, obviously it helps myself as a player, but I think I can also help my teammates as well.
With the support of family, Cruz believes his time in the majors is coming soon. Until then, he'll always remember that one piece of advice Dad has shared with him ever since he first laced up a pair of cleats.
Control your breathing and be as relaxed as possible. I think a lot of times as baseball players, we want to get amped up in the moment. Our heart starts beating really fast, and we want to, be the hero every single game. Consistency in how you prepare and how you think and how you go about your day every single day, I think is what leads to success and what leads to you playing for a long time.
Now Trey Cruz wants to make the big leagues. He'll want to continue having similar type games to that of last night. Led off last night's win with a double, ended up scoring and made a couple of big plays at third base to help the Seawolves to that walk-off win last night. He'll lead off again tonight for a Seawolves team seeking 4 consecutive wins and looking to move above 500 on this Friday night. Live from UPMC Park ahead of the Seawolves and Richmond Flying Squirrels, Isaac Pedcash for Erie Sports Now. Erie News Now will be back after this break.